earth. And we'll start with one of the famous songs about Jerusalem as we are heading our way through the old city to the Mount of Olives on this Holy Friday.
Jerusalem, the lady says.
Who knows the song Jerusalem of Gold? So again, also here a lot is lost in translation. But I will be brave and sing it to you in a few minutes. All your songs, I am a violin. I'll sing to you just the first one, okay? And then we'll put Jerusalem. We never did it, really. אוויר הרים צלול כיין וריח אורנים נישא ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא נכון שירייך אני הינו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא נכון שירייך אני where did he go? And then we're gonna head down to the actual city and see the places and visit them. So from the Mount of Olives, it is the path, the Roman milestones, remember? The path that Jesus took every day, heading to the temple, doing his work there. Trying to purify the temple, going back. That's the way. Through the valley of Jehoshaphat, meaning God will judge in the Old Testament. In the New Testament is called the Kidron Valley, the Gloom Valley. A very, very important valley related to the kingdom of heaven, related to Judgment Day for the whole three religions. Here in Jerusalem you can see how we were created from the same trunk, the same tree. So then we're gonna really head down through the Mount of Olives, through the Dominus Flevit, in Latin, the Master cried, where Jesus cried over the city. Jesus cried only twice in the New Testament. He was saying, you don't understand Jerusalem that can be a symbol of peace, a symbol of connection. It is for many the womb of the world, really the center, but instead of the last decade, understand it the way you wish to understand it, but plenty of interesting findings. The city of David, Ezekiel's tunnel. So after walking on the walls, we're going to go through the Jewish corridor to the upper room of the Last Supper, the cenaculum, the place that for 1,700 years it is known as the holy place of the room of the Last Supper. I'm saying 1,700 because this is the time that we see in the ancient map, the Medeba map. Some of you had been in Jordan. This ancient map was found in some deserted place in Jordan, and we see that these places were holy from the 4th century AD. After the room of the Last Supper, we're going to go through the Jewish corridor, learn a little bit about it, what happened to the synagogues there, what happened. The name of the ridge, these 2 kilometers, is called the Mount of Olives. So it is the border of the city, and it is the border between life, the green city, and death, purification, connection in the desert. So no wonder the 3 religions are olives all the way down to Gethsemane. It's not a big walk, it's about 10 to 12 minutes, but it's slippery. You know, even for young people it's slippery, and it's a little bit steep, but there is a place to hold on the side. So if some people don't want to do it, the bus will take you down to Gethsemane, you won't miss a lot. Yeah. This chapel is 1,600 years old, built by Queen Helena, the mother of Constantine. She built 4 churches. She came here, she went to the Judeo-Christian communities. She said, identify the holy places, tell me where is what. And she said that here is the chapel of the Ascension, that from here Jesus ascended to the sky after the 40 days and the Pentecost, On the left side, another important church, the Pater Noster. According to the tradition, this is where Jesus taught his disciples the Pater Noster prayer and taught them secrets of divinity, according to John. There is a cave in the crypta, the secret of this church in the cave. It is, according to the tradition, the place where Jesus stayed in the last week. We know that he had stayed in the top of the city, in Mount of Olives, and he followed the Jewish rule. He will not be more than 1 kilometer away from the city in times of holiday. So it's 1 kilometer, and he head down to the city, to the walled city. So all of this was a mountainous area with olive trees and wine press. Gethsemane wine press. Tell me if I'm talking. No? Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, and this is considered one of the most, it's considered the most magnificent view of the old city. What's the name of this valley? Kidron means gloomy as well. God will judge. Look how many cemeteries in the God will judge valley. So over here we're gonna gather. Ron's gonna talk. But really from here you can see the city that is walled, city walls, and so many other things. We're gonna explore it like a quilt. See, we're not the only one that likes to come here. So we're gonna go down this way. You see, it's a road. It's a little bit steepy, a little bit slippery. Yeah. Okay. So So we might not have enough for everyone. So that we're gonna use the not desalinated water, the other one. They are bowing. What are they doing? Yes, we are in East Jerusalem now. We have to do a lot of. It's okay. It's all good. Because traffic-wise, it's crazy and we've been working here. AB is, is a beginner, but I've been here quite a while. 7 years of guiding, so I know we'll take you safely. Do not worry. Put your concentration in faith. Oh, look at the white donkey. That's a funny one. Whoever will annoy me, I will send him.
And probably unlike
Look at this view. TV side, the dome of the rock there. I don't know what that church is. But look at the views. Look at the views. All the way up to there. Oh, it's a cemetery here. Cemeteries there, all scattered around this area. It's an interesting place.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Mount of Olives. I just want to let you know that today's a little bit different day.
Are you happy?
Yes!
Brad, what's next? What's next? Man, it is freezing. Do you know in where we were yesterday down at the ocean there, it's like 80 degrees. It's like sun tanning weather. But we've come up!
I believe the next plan is to do a photo with everybody. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes just to move all of our equipment out, and then I think they're going to regather you kind of this way and take a photo from up there. So if you give us a couple of minutes just to get our equipment out, and then who's going to coordinate the photo? Ron, are you coordinating that for us? Charlie? You go.
Listen, the photo is a good thing for you guys to have, so we're going to take a photo and make sure we get your top place.
Alright, right guys, so basically if we can have you basically starting from the step, coming around
On Mount Olives, and over there is different groups of people to come here.
Who else is going on the bus with Amy? Otherwise, anytime
Where the lakes.
you're all walking down with
Some are leaving.
Then good.
Look at all this place and all these cemeteries